Good morning. Welcome to Breakfast with Dan Walker and Naga Munchetty.
Our headlines for you at 6 o'clock this morning. Good morning. It's Wednesday, the 23rd of October. Our top story this morning is that Downing Street has signalled that Boris Johnson will step up his efforts to force a general election if EU leaders approve an extension to Brexit of up to 3 months.
Well, I can't imagine what people are thinking when they wake up this morning thinking, OK, that's next, is it? What are we thinking about these things as well? Helen, thanks very much.
A generation of children with special educational needs are being let down day after day, according to a report from MPs.
The Education Select Committee has strongly criticised the implementation of reforms brought in 5 years ago in England designed to improve support available for families. Here's more from our education correspondent, Frankie McCamley. Fracking in the UK has progressed far more slowly than originally expected and public support is waning. This is according to a report by the National Audit Office. I would like to think a little bit more about how you dig into the foundations and everything and get them up, and I'd like to know.
You want more detail?
Always.
Right, there you go. There's a test. You
I'd
can
like to
send
know.
Naga that extra detail about how you lift
It'll make me a
lighthouse.
happy woman this morning.
Right, OK. Well, we've got a few hours. We can get that
We
done.
could get that done. Do you know, happy husband, happy life.
What, Spurs fan? Right.
Painful Spurs fan. Morning, John.
Ceiling it.
He was rather delighted. He's had this ban from all his friends that he's never been allowed to go to a Spurs match in the last 2 years because every time and all his friends were like, don't go.
Yeah, I know.
5.
Much needed for Tottenham after the poor start to the season. Yeah, 10 goals between them last night. Tottenham beating Red Star Belgrade 5-0. I think the clean sheet.
First, ready to go, of course.
There'll be a beer somewhere along the line.
Isn't there?
Just a large orange juice, John.
Believe that, you believe anything. Believe anything. John, we're going to look at the papers in a moment, aren't we?
Stick around.
Yeah, you know, I mean, large orange juice for breakfast, not on Carol's watch. I can tell you that much. Morning.
Naga, what are you suggesting, you
I'm not
rascal?
suggesting anything. I'm saying it out loud, lovely lady.
You have no shame. I'll have you know it was a cup of tea, but good morning, everybody.
Carol, thanks very much. We'll see you later.
Ben and John are with us to have a look inside the
Morning,
papers
gents.
this morning. We're going to start, though, gentlemen, if that's all right, with the front pages. We'll
Please,
allow it.
go ahead.
Excellent. Right.
Yeah, we will.
See what his next plan
You
is.
got another one over there?
Well, just that, just on the rugby.
Really?
No.
See, I'd have thought you'd be like chief pumpkin carver.
No.
Really?
For what reason? Just
It's a
bit too.
all a bit too evil, Halloween, and a bit commercial.
Really?
Well,
Well,
Yeah.
you
It's
can
really
say,
fascinating. What
you
happens
can say
to-
that about pumpkin next week.
Pumpkin pie.
And
Yeah,
this is where's this
that's what I'm
story?
thinking.
This is in the Guardian, and there's pumpkin pie, and there's a creamy pumpkin risotto with bacon and leeks recipe as well. Just
Are you
in
going to
case.
cook that for us all? That's what I'm supposed to do.
See you a bit later on. It's
No.
22 minutes past 6.
Lots coming up on the programme. We need to bring you this story. Improving survival rates for extremely premature babies means it's now possible to save the lives of some of those born at just 22 weeks. This is according to new guidance.
Yeah, until now, the advice has been to give life-saving treatment only to those born at 23 weeks or later. Around 3,000 babies are born extremely premature in the UK every single year. Catherine Da Costa has the story.
Now,
Great
if you
noise,
don't
that.
smile at that, if you don't smile at that,
Yeah.
even if you don't like kids, you can still even smile at that.
Yeah, okay. Are you put yourself in that category?
Time's 26 minutes past 6. Should we get the news, travel and weather? Should we get the news, travel and weather?
Yes.
Where you are. Reset. See you soon. Ouch. Good morning. Welcome to Breakfast with Dan Walker and Naga Munchetty.
It's just gone 6:30. We'll bring you the latest news, sport and weather.
Can you not love an emperor penguin?
Just great, aren't they?
Amazing. Beautiful. Real treat for
And
us
they look
later on.
friendly as well.
Did you read the bit in the book?
Yeah.
Sorry, Linda McRae has written a book about his whole experience, and when he first got there, he was so excited about seeing his emperor penguins. Anyway, he got there and with his colleague, and these two emperor penguins came charging at them. He was like, "What's going on here?" Charged at them, got there, and then bowed at him. Bowed to him.
And then at
Imagine
the
that
end
as
of
an
it all, when
experience.
he had to leave Antarctica, he felt like he was leaving members of the family
I
behind.
know. Anyway, it's a marvellous
that to
story.
discuss
All of
later.
that. It is 6:31. Let's bring you a summary of today's main stories from BBC News. Downing Street has signalled that Boris Johnson will step up his efforts. Fracking in the UK has progressed far more slowly than originally expected, and public support is waning. This according to a report by the National Audit Office. It says that fracking,
That's worth.
slapping those fines on for a bit of knee, eh?
It's, crazy, right? That's the extent of, how much folk even spot that.
You let that go, John. It's the thin end of the wedge.
Yeah, but there you
Thin
go.
end of the wedge.
You've been warned. Especially Dan's making the rules.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
All right.
What was that noise again?
Ciao.
Whoa, OK.
20 minutes to 7 is the time. Another significant day in Parliament yesterday. How many times are we going to say that?
I think we've said that word about 300 times in the last year or so.
First time, though, enough MPs were behind Boris Johnson's EU withdrawal bill. So we've moved a step forward. It aims to turn his Brexit deal into law.
However, they rejected then the proposed 3-day timetable in which to debate all those intricate details. So what happens next? That's the important question, isn't it? Joining us now from Westminster is taking the temperature on another Brexit day for us, Sonia Asa. Really good to talk to you this morning.
Not on Boxing Day.
You closed down on Boxing Day.
I'm saying right now it's not happening on Boxing Day.
OK, Naga says no.
No.
So
we are going to be talking to Robert Buckland, who's the Justice Secretary. We're going to be talking to Richard Bergen, the Shadow Justice Secretary. And you mentioned Ken Clarke as well, Father of the House, as he's known. We're going to be talking to him as well. So we'll get a view on kind of where they see this going.
he's been in Parliament for nearly 50 years, Ken
49
Clarke.
years.
So, yeah, he'll give us a good assessment of the context of what's happening at the moment as well.
He's stepping down there in the next election, isn't he?
Well, it's not 100% confirmed yet. You never know.
We'll ask.
Well,
You're talking to him,
I'll
aren't
ask
you?
that question.
You've got to.
Okay.
Someone who's never stepping down. She's not allowed to leave. She's not allowed to leave the studio. Occasionally we let her out, but she's on a very short leash.
You can't go anywhere watching, aren't we?
We're watching
very
and we're
closely.
trying to figure out what's going to happen next because so many things have or haven't been passed and we're not the people to do it. We've got exactly the right people
We
to
need
do
experts.
it. We do. We've got Adam Fleming. So now is 8 minutes past 7. Look, we're going to spend the whole morning trying to just explain. We're talking to lots of people, aren't we? Lots of politicians. Just try to explain what next and what the politicians want next.
Yeah, we've got, I think, 3, over the next sort of hour and a bit,
Yeah.
we've got 3 politicians on the
Yeah.
way for you. We're putting all those
sides.
questions to them from various sides of the House to try and see, sort of taking a temperature on where we are this morning, because I know we say significant a lot, but what happened last night? It's the first time there's been agreement about
the bill.
Yeah, about, as Adam was saying, about putting that into law eventually. So where do we go from here? And is there going to be a general election on the horizon? Yeah.
Most
People
likely.
saying 1st or 2nd week of December.
Yeah,
Sonia Soda
5th
was
or the
saying earlier,
13th, I think.
either December or January is her thought, but.
Not Boxing Day. We've
No.
decreed that it
Yes.
can't happen on Boxing Day.
You can't have a general election on Boxing Day, surely.
It is 9 minutes past 7. Other news to bring you. There's a generation of children with special educational needs being let down day after day. This is according to a report from MPs.
Yeah, the Education Select Committee has strongly criticised reforms brought in 5 years ago in England that were designed to improve support for families. Frankie McCamley, our education correspondent, has this report.
Fracking in the UK has progressed far more slowly than originally expected. Public support is waning as well, according to a report by the National Audit Office. Thank you very much for joining us on Breakfast this morning.
Pleasure, thank you.
Should we have a Brexit break for a few minutes and catch up with Carol? Yeah, let's do that. Good morning to you, Carol. What have you got for us?
Morning.
Good